Determination is a great power within you. Gather together all the twigs of your mind and light a fire and bathe in it. This is my advice. Leading this sort of dull life, repeating the same thing every day, aren't you fed up? You are, but what can you do? In the name of duty, you are caught. Who created duty for you? You. What to do, Swamiji? I have to do my duty. I ask a wise housewife, I say, why do you not stay in the institute for a few days? It's a beautiful place. I like to be here. I said, stay. What to do? I have to do my duties. It means you are creating bondage for yourself, and you don't want those bondages, and yet you are doing it. And you call it duty. No, there is a way, and that's called freedom. Learn first that there are two sorts of emotions and thoughts. One can be put in a category of painful, another not being painful, being helpful too. A good thought comes in my mind, I should meditate. This is helpful. A thought comes, I should rather sleep. What good is this meditation? I rather sleep. You see, lazy. Okay, I'm so young. I will do meditation after 15 or 20 years when I'll become old. Excuse. So when you understand that this particular thought is ultimately painful, not good for my growth, not good for my unfoldment, then you try to understand. There are 5. Many of the students don't understand this, but this is very scientific. Those britis, those mortifications, those britis are of 2 kinds, bad, helpful and not helpful, but they are put in 5 categories. They are right knowledge. Right knowledge comes, I see Carol here. Can you deny this knowledge? It's a right knowledge. Wrong knowledge. Wrong knowledge is based. I am driving a car, and there I see mirage, water, and I am thirsty. I am in a desert, and I see mirage. There I go, there is no water. It's wrong knowledge. You see. There is one knowledge. Then sleep. Sleep is never considered to be britti in any other scripture. But Patanjali was very practical. If yogi does not bring sleep under control, he is not a yogi. First sign and symptom of a yogi is to bring sleep under control, which is a little sister, a small sister of the death. You know, if death can be compared with something, it can be compared with sleep. You sleep for 8 hours, what is death? Sleeping for 100 years, 50 years. That's called death. Death means not waking up again. In sleep, we wake up. That is the difference. But during that time, there is no contents in the mind. So death, he said death should also be brought under control. Sleep can also be brought under control. That's why he said sleep is a britti. Then why not dreaming and waking? Dreaming state and waking state come under the banner of sleep. Waking, dreaming and sleeping. Now, there is a fine demarcation between sleep and samadhi. Very fine. 2 people to go. 2 people go to see a king. One goes there and sleeps. He is there in front of the king. Nearness is bilkul there, but he is sleeping. Another is converging. One who is converging is in samadhi. One who is sleeping is in sleep. They both are there, but one is aware and another is not. The difference between you and yogi is this: you are not aware, he is aware of the reality. Only this much difference. He is aware of the reality, you are not aware of the reality because you are constantly identifying yourself with the objects of your mind. You have not become a seer, drashta. You can become drashta if you don't do it. See, you will always say you have known one principle. If you do something, you will get it. No. Patanjali says if you don't something, you will get it. Simply you have not to make any effort, but don't do it. What not to do it? Not identifying yourself with the objects of the world. Please don't. By not doing something, what do you get? You establish yourself in your essential nature. So you always say karma is something great. Patanjali says no. In this path, karma or no karma, by not doing something, you attain something. Please listen. Don't identify yourself with the objects and there you are. It's not action. So Patanjali is not leading you towards action. Patanjali is finally leading you towards self-realization, towards attainment, which is termed as samadhi. Then later on, when I describe other steps, then I will tell you the difference between yoga system, Patanjali's system, Sankhya, and system of Vedanta, so that you don't have any conflict. Many of the Swamis say, we are Vedantis, we don't have to practice. I feel sad for those people. You see, whether you are Swami or no Swami, you will have to gather together all the resources to attain your goal. So, right knowledge that is based on pramana. You see, one of the Britis, he says, wrong knowledge, there is no pramana, there is no sign that is based on imagination. And then fantasy, we fantasize. Fancy and fantasies are two products of that mind which is kept idle. This idle mind is, I don't have time to fantasize. I can do that better than you, but I don't have time. I'm lecturing here. I have to do so much work. Will I be able to complete it? Otherwise, the rest will be, I cannot take rest. I cannot eat well. So I better do it. If you may have made a schedule for your life, I don't know how can you fantasize. As young boys and girls fantasize, preoccupied mind in old age goes through fancies. You see, fancy, fantasizing. These are also britis of our mind. And as they are injurious to us, sleep and memory are also. If you don't have control over them, they can be injurious. You see. I have seen many people chewing their fingers, and sometimes chewing fingers and the finger has lost half of its flesh. They bite their fingers. That becomes obsession. They feel pain, but the taste which they have acquired, you see, you understand? So memory, sleep should also be under your control. If memory has come under your control, you will never forget. I mean to say this, I have forgotten, I am sorry, you will not say this. These Western mantras will be not repeated by you. I am sorry, I am sorry, I am sorry, I am sorry. You see. I will give you exercise of memory now. Why do you lose memory? Not having intact memory means not having interest. Memory means interest. You lost interest from something, you forgot. You are not memorizing something, you don't remember something. Housewife, having bunch of keys in her house, gets angry with her husband and children and hits them, and finally child cries and says, Mom, but you are holding the keys. Why? Because your mind is so much preoccupied that you have forgotten what you want to do now. For that, there is one simple exercise which I tell you. Now, lie down in Savasana, but you are not meant to use this Savasana for sleep. Savasana means a corpse posture. Lie down. Put a soft pillow. Bed should be hard. Separate all the limbs. Be comfortable. See that you are not uncomfortable. Play a perfect role of dead body. Exact perfect role. The way you play role in cinema. You cry and flotates and express. Play that role. Feel as though you are completely dead. Means you are not aware of the external world. How do you do that? Learn to relax yourself from head to toe and toe to head with the help of breathing. That will help you in doing this. Then after that, do nothing. Remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go on remembering. You will see your capacity. What capacity will you see? Sometimes you can remember up to 4, and then after that, suddenly your mind slips. It means your memory is very bad. Go on doing it. If you can do it up to 1,000 and come back from 1,000, 1,999, 998, 997. I tell you something. The day you can go up to 1,000 and come back from 1,000 to 1 without being influenced by sleep, you know what will happen to you? Anything others remember, you can pick up even from there. I'm telling you this. This is a tested exercise. Okay. Now you don't have time to do it. It's not possible because you are not completely devoted yogi for that. You can do it up to 100. Lie down and do it 100. I have seen in music, sometimes you goof, you forget the line, and you are singing, because you know many, many songs, Why? Because you are excited in singing in the notes, in the laughs, and in the dance, It becomes easy if you have that control. It flows like anything. If your memory is under your control. That's why Patanjali says, anything which is to be brought under control is a vritti. We should accept it as vritti from practical viewpoint. These 5 categories are used by Patanjali. Tomorrow I will give you next lesson, philosophy of kleshas, you see. And then go ahead explaining the yoga ladder. I want to complete the whole gist of the entire scripture. I can only give gist in 8 lectures. But I'll try my best to complete all the aspects from practical viewpoint. We'll be explaining all the possible methods which are helpful therapeutically, from therapeutic viewpoint, for health, for normal life, exercises of breathing, and then exercise of concentration and meditation. Peace, peace, peace.